much trust do you have in God? Are you suspicious of God and how he operates? Do you sometimes worry without having basically full confidence in God's response to your needs? What's up, everyone? It's me, Kiana Marie, with Healing Hearts for Real. Please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Healing Hearts, we like to focus on healing the way God intended, and that is emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And today's focus is on that of mistrust and the mind, what it does to our mental when we have mistrust. Mistrust, we know that's defined as a lack of trust or a lack of confidence, or even someone having suspicion of someone or something. Generally, that's experienced with the lack of love or neglect, or even having inconsistent treatment of some sort. Now, psychologically, there is a theory by Erik Erikson that is called the 8 stages of psychosocial development, and that is thought to happen between birth and 18 months of age. And this is where the basic concept of trust versus mistrust begins. Now, during this time, the infant will become either familiar with the environment and with the people, and begin to trust herself, himself, with those parameters, and will begin to either trust them or not trust them. And how it grows and develops, either in trust or mistrust, depends upon how they are experiencing life. And it will show in their healthy relationships, it will show in their development of their self-esteem, and generally the primary caregiver is the one who's attuned to the infant, is where that trust is going to come from. Now, the child experiences both mistrust and trust is how it begins to trust. Now, there may be a lot, but how can we relate that to us and our relationship with God? Well, the best person that I can think of to share is Abraham. He was a good example of having faith, our trust in God. There was times where God requested of Abraham things and gave him instructions, and one in particular I know you know of him sacrificing his son, or attempting to sacrifice his son Isaac, in Genesis chapter 22, shows his capability of being able to not only listen to God, but follow through with the instructions without hesitation, basically with full trust. There in verse 14, God says, "Do not lay a hand on the boy. Do not do anything to him." So because of Abraham's faithfulness and his trust in God, this opened the door for him and for his entire lineage. It opened the door for a closer relationship to God. And in verse 16 and 17 of that chapter in 22, God said because of his trust in God, God said he was going to surely bless him and his descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky and the sand in the seashore. That's a lot. That is a lot. Don't you know, as far as him having that full trust allowed for those blessings to come about because he was obedient, because he gave explicit trust to God. How much trust do you have in God? Are you suspicious of God and how he operates? Do you sometimes worry without having basically full confidence in God's response to your needs? Whatever the obstacle is, or whatever you need, or whatever you desire, driving through your own personal journey, it takes complete trust in God, and relying on your headlights at night when you're driving in front of you is how you reach your next destination. When you're driving at night on the road, you can't see, you need those headlights, right? But as soon as they go out, how can you see? You don't question those brakes when you're driving, and when you push down on them, you expect for them to work. The same with the accelerator. You expect for it to do its job when you press that pedal to go forward. All those parts call for trust in that vehicle that you're driving to perform the way you know you need it to. And you're requesting of it when you're turning on the ignition. That's the same with our trust in God in life. Do you trust God like that? Think about it. Allowing for full trust in God, man, that will free up so much space mentally for you to focus on your self-care, for you to be intentional in your thought processing, for you to help others, for you to, more importantly, take care of yourself and develop a deeper relationship with God. Take the time now to take care of you by first trusting God. I hope this has been helpful for you guys today. Remember, everything is tied to how we respond to God when it comes to our aspects of mental health. And know that He loves you. Never forget that. And on your personal journey, make sure that you allow for God to be the headlights of your life. I hope you guys have found this enjoyable, and I will see you guys next time.